What's up, everybody? This is Jarrett from Bowling for Soup.
Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau. How are you guys doing? Greg is here.
Hi, this is Frank Turner.
And I am Mega Ran.
And you are lucky enough to be listening to Upside Down Shark Radio.
Yeah, be upside down. Don't worry about it.
And welcome to part 2 of Upside Down Shark Radio's Anniversary Spectacular. How you doing, Craig?
I am okay. Are we breaking kayfabe or stuff?
What kayfabe are we breaking?
The cake still has not been eaten. It's still in pieces. Well, one piece.
I mean, it's take a stronger man than us.
Anime. Told ya. You were going to say sorry?
A stronger man than us could eat it, but you know what? It's... Oh, come on, give me one more bit then.
Oh, it's like, it's the size of a foot-long sub. Oh, look at that manliness there. Tom's girlfriend's a lucky lady.
Oh, it's just not enjoyable.
All right, no more of that. This is part 2 of Upside Down Sharks. What did I call it?
Sharkiversary.
Yeah, I definitely said that. In part 1, we talked about our favourite parts, me and you. We should probably say a special thank you to Paul, who joined us on this journey, who's no longer with us. God rest his soul.
Shibby.
So let's get on with part 2, shall we?
Well, look, can we have the caveat that Paul's not dead? He just is unable to record with us anymore. You don't need to, press F for the respect.
You didn't have to say.
There's kayfabe and then there's kayfabe, man. His mum might watch this. So for part 2...
we brought Paul in!
It's just Poochie that says, I have to go now. My home planet needs me. No, for part 2, if you haven't watched part 1, watch part 1 first, where we discuss our highlights from the year that was on our journey with the premium pop culture podcast, Upside Down Shark Radio. For part 2, I thought we'd look back again at the year that was and look at what news stories have we really embraced and have really captured our attention and the zeitgeist in general over the year. So I thought we'd start with a theme that's come up in a lot of our episodes, which is
50% of our content.
Avengers Infinity War.
I'm going to be so happy when there's no more Avengers films to talk about.
How dare you? We'll have to retire.
What will we talk about?
Exactly. So Avengers Infinity War was a weird one because obviously the trailer for that dropped pretty close to the actual release date. There wasn't a lot of lead time between the trailer and the actual premiere. So I think it all occurred while we were recording. So we followed the trailer, the premiere and everything like that. So we went on a mad journey with that. But we're both big fans of Infinity War, aren't we?
Yes, Marvel is a good time. And there was nothing like a 10-year build-up in any franchise for a bad guy outside of anime is something that is notable. And
it's never been done before.
I would say probably not, no. So we liked to speculate what we think was going to happen, who was going to die, and things to that nature. And I think our months of hype was the same, based around the nerdy communities on the internet. Mm-hmm. And I think that film blew people's expectations because I definitely wasn't.
Well, that's the
expecting
thing.
That.
I had really no hope, nor an awful deal of interest in a third Avengers movie before it came out. The trailer looked okay. It definitely didn't look bad. But I wasn't as hyped as I was for, say, Guardians 2 the year before. But my God, it's probably the best film in the franchise. It absolutely blew me away.
Do you mean the Avengers franchise, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole pantheon of the MCU.
Oh, okay, wow, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's that, for me personally, it's that and Captain America 2 for best film. But it's the first film I've ever seen as a midnight screening, which was exciting.
See, you think they're good, but then when it is as long as that film is, you get home at 4 a.m. and just tired for the rest of the day.
I've watched enough wrestling pay-per-views live from America to know what it's like.
So, yeah, I can't remember what the last pay-per-view I saw live was, but I think it was a few years ago now, and I was just like, this is not worth being awake at this time just to be annoyed at every decision they do in wrestling.
I mean, I'm annoyed by every decision you do at any waking hours. So
really,
yeah,
when you zig I zag and stuff like that.
Exactly, when you yin I yang.
I was like, why don't we call it a upside down shark? So we appeared at the beginning of YouTube highlights. No,
I thought it's because we were like affiliated with Wallace and Gromit. So it's like, hey up, upside down shark.
can I leave now? Is that okay?
Nope.
You're going to see me cry on camera.
Speaking of crying, another thing that came up in our...
okay, no more Avengers talk. I get it.
We've got to keep the pace rolling.
I would just like to say, you haven't heard the last of the Avengers because I knew it was going to be a cliffhanger on part 1, and now part 2, whatever they're going to call it, everyone's still going to get hyped for it.
All right, what do you think they're going to call it? Like 3, 2, 1?
Annihilation.
Avengers Annihilation?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the going rumour right now.
Oh, okay.
What do you reckon?
I've heard Endgame.
I've heard that as well. And I guess we'll wait and see. Moving on.
Moving on to our next story, which has really left an indelible mark on us, is the whole furore around Szechuan sauce.
Not further. The further.
The verve
Well, it's that bittersweet symphony.
of Szechuan sauce.
So it's weird because I was actually talking to people. I have spoken about this story to different people over the last couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah, it's still coming up in conversation.
This was the first big headline story we covered on our very first episode, and when we were
meme-tastic thumbnail.
when we were young, impressionable, naive, and beautiful.
Beautiful.
But yeah, that was a weird old time, wasn't it?
Fast, Fabulous and Furious, I think is the name.
That was the name of the
film.
first episode with
Yeah,
that
there we go.
awful stock music intro that you picked.
Hey, you told me to pick something. I picked something. I like that. Skip to... no, let's not do that. The Szechuan sauce thing was stupid. I like Rick and Morty. People talk about Rick and Morty. Some of my friends like Rick and Morty. I was like, do you not like the internet stuff that happens? And they have not got no clue about what's going
Oh,
on.
really?
And I was like, good for you. The fan base is pretty horrible. So the Szechuan sauce thing is like a moment in time where I always think if I was that McDonald's employee and there's some kid wigging out on the top shouting about sauce, I would just be like,
Wubba lubba dub dub.
I would just be like, dude, I ain't got time.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, we haven't got the sauce. You haven't tasted it. You don't care enough. Like, just go away. That's what I take away from it.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It's just...
It's good to have a passion about something. And obviously, Justin Roiland makes it, and all the people that watch it want to be in on the joke as well. But, you know.
It's just... It's one of the byproducts of social media that it just gives absolute asinine morons a voice.
So I was thinking the other day, what if Facebook and Twitter just went away?
I'd be out of the job.
You'd be able to, I didn't even think about that sort of thing. But is that quick take really worth it? Do you reckon people would think more calculated and critical about when they do stuff? Or is it just like that, do it for the gram, that sort of thing?
It would give idiots... it would take away their echo chamber where they think their opinion is right without any sort of criticism or debate.
I was about to say stupid idiot stuff as I looked for my wine glass full of Pepsi Max. So, yeah, we're doing good.
Not just a wine glass of Pepsi Max.
Champagne.
A champagne glass with sparkles.
Sparkles! We didn't really mention your suit at all, did we?
It speaks for itself, Craig.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, Szechuan sauce is indicative of a wider problem that social media just gives idiots a platform to be idiots.
Justin Roiland isn't on Twitter anymore because of just what people do on there. And
Don't blame him.
yeah, I think I might turn my Twitter into just plugs of myself. Hey, I'm on this thing. Hey, I'm on this thing.
That's pretty much mine now. Hey,
At UDS Tom.
follow me at UDS Tom. But yeah, I did actually read something very interesting today. The people who use Twitter, I tend to be more intelligent, but they also tend to be more likely to be insomniacs. So
I can see that.
make of that what you will.
And I've heard that people that watch Rick and Morty tend to be more intelligent too.
Hey, wubba lubba dub dub. So the last big thing, which we have featured many times on the show, has been the build-up and the eventual disappointment that was Disenchantment, the medieval-themed fantasy cartoon made by Matt Groening for Netflix. I watched most of the series, but kind of just got bored. You watched the whole thing. What was your opinions of Disenchantment?
So this is a good talking point because I enjoyed Disenchantment. I thought it was something different. I saw the Futurama freeze frame and stuff like that. And overall, as it is part one, it ends and it's different from The Simpsons where every episode is just by itself. By the end of that, stuff happens, stuff goes down, and you're just like, you're interested to see what part two will be. And I was happy for this new take on a Matt Groening show.
Yeah, but it also has to be funny.
So I enjoyed some of the jokes. When you watch funny TV shows by yourself, you don't laugh as much as if you're in a room with people, do you?
Unless it's Arrested Development.
You're just there going, ha ha,
Or
hey.
Trambamboline. I will still laugh at the Simpsons Trambamboline scene at any given time, regardless of who I'm with.
Yes, so I enjoyed it. I would watch it again right now. I would even watch part two. It got me invested. I'm slowly watching Game of Thrones with my partner, and it's weird to see all the references to Game of Thrones that are in Disenchantment.
I've made that mistake. Yeah, but not everyone's watched Game of Thrones, man.
I know, but it doesn't have to. Like, it's not one of those things. Have you ever played Guacamelee?
Nope.
Okay, Guacamelee is a Metroidvania game where you play as a Mexican wrestler going around beating people up. But you can also turn into a chicken. But I'm getting off. In the background, there's memes and references to all types of stuff that I didn't understand, but it didn't take away my enjoyment from the thing. If it's done in that way, I think that's good. Do you disagree?
Oh yeah, but it still has to be funny.
And then if you learn that reference, you're still just like, hey, I get it.
But Disenchantment still has to be funny.
I mean, if Disenchantment had a reference to Lucille in there, would you?
Lucille, yes,
Yeah.
it would. I would appreciate that.
What we should be talking about is Big Mouth, because I watched that, and boy, do I really enjoy that program. I recommend everyone go and see Netflix Big Mouth. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Never watched it. Never watched it.
It's about puberty. You'll hit it one day, don't worry.
Yeah, hopefully. Here's hoping.
I'm going through changes.
So you can't do that without these glasses, because these are the Ozzy Osbourne glasses.
Oh yes. I forgot that was him who actually sung that song.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's not just a song about puberty.
It's jazz singer sings it, and then I always forget that Ozzy Osbourne did the original. No,
What
was it
jazz
Black
singer?
Sabbath?
Yeah, it's Black Sabbath.
Yeah. In the TV show Big Mouth, it's a jazz cover.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. But No, my overall takeaway from doing Upside Down Shark for a year, my absolute 100% top highlight from the whole project as it stands so far, has been meeting so many amazing people, either through interviews, through collaborations, or just fans of the show. You're all wonderful, and you fill my Grinch-like heart full of Christmas cheer.
What up, Sid?
And Harvey. All them boys.
That's about it.
No, that is Chris
I
Bingham.
thought you were going to say about me, but that's fine.
I mean, you've been along for the ride.
Brown nose the viewers. That's going to get us far, isn't it? Not me. I'm fine.
Craig, I couldn't have done it without you.
Because I can't do this at my house at the minute.
And you can drive better than I can.
Yes. It's very interesting because me and you are sit here doing this. I feel like they already know the stuff we like and the things we do. So people just like, Harvey's just like, yo, that Doctor Who's bad. I'm like, oh, we don't really watch Doctor Who. That's a good talking point and things like that. The conversation's already open.
Yeah.
So feel free to go through the door, speak to us through the window, drive through our hearts. Is that good?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Should we break for some more of our great friends now that we've mentioned them and see what their favourite sharks are?
We can do. Good sharks, great people. Or was it the other way around?
Doesn't matter. Roll the clips.
What's up, guys? Upside Down Shark. This is your friend Sid, the Nerdy Mark. First of all, congratulations on your 1-year anniversary of Upside Down Shark. This is amazing. What a great milestone. Here's to many more years of Upside Down Shark, right? So, to commemorate this occasion, what did you guys want from me? Was it flowers? Was it chocolates? Was it a card? Was it, I don't know, something else? No. You wanted to know what my favorite shark was. Which shark does the Nerdy Mark fancy? That's what you wanted to know, isn't it? Well, let me tell you something about sharks. They scare the crap out of me. I've seen enough movies to know that sharks do not like people. I've seen Jaws, more than enough. I've seen Deep Blue Sea before. Hell, there was even a Jackie Chan movie with a shark in it. And guess what it did? It ate human beings. Well, granted, it ate the bad guys, but still, a shark does not discern between good and bad people. It just eats people. It sees people, and it sees flesh, it smells blood, and it will go and eat you, and it becomes a machine, basically. You guys even said that I could mention Bruce from Finding Nemo. No, I actually don't think Bruce is my favorite shark. You know why? Because what happened when he smelled Dory's blood? Even though he's supposed to be a vegetarian shark, he became a cold-blooded killing machine he became basically the underwater version of Jack Nicholson from The Shining. He even said, "Here's Brucey," as an allusion to "Here's Johnny." So no, Bruce is not my favorite shark. But you know what? After doing some digging around, I realized that not all sharks like to eat humans. Matter of fact, there is one shark that is actually a very useful animal for human beings. And that is the whale shark. The whale shark, first of all, is a very docile shark. It's probably the kindest shark of them all. The whale shark is also very, very huge. And the ocean is a very vast body of water. No matter which ocean you're talking about, the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, or the Arctic Ocean. All of these oceans are huge, huge bodies of water. And if you are going to try to get there by swimming all the way, your arms and legs are going to fall off. So you know what you need? You need a means of transportation. The whale shark. The whale shark is so big, you could ride on its back and it could take you wherever you want. Okay? And guess what? It's free. It's not going to charge you anything. Maybe you need to feed it a mackerel or something, but that's about it. It's the most ingenious shark, or the most ingenious creature to live out in the ocean. The most ingenious marine creature out there. Okay? So yes, my favorite shark is the whale shark because of its ingenuity and its kindness, and quite frankly, I think it loves people a lot more than Bruce ever could. So that is my answer, and yeah, that's it. But once again, congratulations, Upside Down Shark, on 1 whole year, and I wish you guys nothing but the best and nothing but success. So until next time, this is Sid, the Nerdy Mark, signing off. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Well, what's your favourite shark?
Mako.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Your favourite shark is?
Baby shark.
Can hate you. So my favourite shark is the great white shark, because I'm hoping that it will trigger a race war and eventually a great black shark will come up and take over. So, yeah.
So I feel like the obvious choice would to just start singing Baby Shark, but serious choice, gonna have to say a goblin shark, man. Those things are vicious. They will eat your dick. Trust me. I know.
And we're back in the room.
Wow, that was a trip.
Yeah. That was definitely worth it. So
This is part two.
This is part 2.2.2.
Part two.
Oh man, I'm getting drunk off that Pepsi Max. So this is pretty much wraps up the anniversary episode. We hope that you're still sticking around if you're watching the live stream. Big up my boys. And gender neutral now. It's gender neutral. And so I thought we'd wrap up the show with a look towards the future. We've looked at the past, so now let's take our eyes to year 2 of Upside Down Shark.
Shouldn't it be the Shark Tank, not your boys?
Yeah, we keep trying to do that, but it never really sticks, does it? Big up the Shark Tank.
You're very happy with that.
Yeah. I might edit around this, probably won't, but there we go.
What's happening in year 2, Tom?
We've got plenty, pretty much what we do now, but more, but better.
We've got plenty. Couple seconds silence.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of it's still to be planned out, but obviously we have just moved over our podcast host, so hopefully we'll be on Spotify soon. Fingers crossed. We've got a brand new website just around the corner. We're just putting the final little touches on that.
Might be up by the time this part's
May
up.
very well be. If it
What
is,
website is that?
UpsideDownShark.com.
We haven't mentioned that the whole show. We're really bad.
I've mentioned it once.
But, okay. So yeah, we
Roll
had...
clip. I'm not going to roll clip.
We had a Tumblr blog, which was good for our first year as we just put stuff out there.
Our baby site.
And we want to expand a little. And so hopefully, we're not I'm not sure how many websites I visit these days, but hopefully people give it a click here and there and have a look at stuff. Correct?
How many of these websites have the words U-Hub, triple X's, and everything like that in them?
Well, it's a premium site if it's .xxx because you got to pay extra for that.
Yeah,
right?
3 times the extra.
It is.
Extra.
So, I mean, my homepage is giantbomb.com and it doesn't tell you how to make bombs. And here at Upside Down Shark, we don't actually feature really any sharks. So, it's 1-to-1, really, at this point. So we're going to be hopefully doing upsideDownShark.com was where everything is going to be. So like this Upside Down Shark radio episode, which Tom likes to film. Each post will have the video and the audio below it, so you can hear our faces, see our words. We're also going to be regularly doing something called Shark Bites, which is better for me and my laptop. That sounds like it's always about to explode. Where we just probably mention a big part of news today, or a gig we may have been to, and just a quick 3-minute clip of us explaining what it was like. What else could Shark Bites be? Anything really, couldn't it?
Yeah, it's just like a little condensed version of the episodes that we put out, like this one.
Yeah. And also, we're going to be doing more trailer takedowns. I like a trailer takedown.
Yeah, we need to do more little short form content like that. Yeah. But we're not just focusing on audio visual content in year 2. Oh, no.
Because in 2018, we think the written word is really going to take off.
It's due for a comeback.
It's people like reading. People have time to sit there and read, right?
Absolutely. That's why Twitter extended the character limit to 240.
That's
whatever it is.
Talk about that. Yeah, it's definitely whatever that is.
Because reading's coming back.
So for this, I like to write from time to time.
I'm learning.
I'm learning. And we have got 2 new people on to help us write articles on pop culture related subjects.
Yes, we do.
So if you want mild takes on video games, films, television shows, whatnot, so on, so forth, come to Upside Down Shark, where we have our 2 new recruits, Neil Upton and Matt Dobby.
Who you can see right now.
Hey Upside Down Shark, happy birthday. I'm glad it's your first birthday and I hope you have a nice year. My favourite shark is the Street Sharks because they were a gang of baddies or goodies, I don't remember. They were a TV show and they had soap. Or Jaws the Shark because I really like that movie. And it's funny when they get eaten.
Hi, Upside Down Shark Radio. Matt Dobby here, wishing you a very happy 1-year anniversary. And I'd like to tell you my favourite shark is the whale shark because sharks are a bit boring and whales are just better altogether. Now Craig told me to make this last about 30 seconds, so we'll just wait for Mo. Cheers.
So that was their favourite sharks. Why was he on the toilet?
I mean, it's better safe than sorry.
A busy day.
Yeah.
Busy.
My favourite shark is a brown shark.
Should have said that. He should have said that.
He missed a trick.
So look forward to stuff by them. We're hoping to get one written piece of content per week, but if we feel like in a righty mood, we may do more.
I agree. I think we can make a good blog. And if you'd like to write for the blog, whether it be about cooking, movies, games, tech.
Why did you start off with cooking?
Because I really want to have a cooking blog.
Okay.
UDS Cooks.
Shouldn't it be cooking with Baker? Surely, have you not thought about this?
Someone's cooking with Baker.
Baking with Baker. There you go.
There you go. Baking with Baker. Yeah, I'll make it happen
for that
once.
hot new YouTube channel.
Yep, exactly. If you ever want to write for the website, email us at upsidedownsharkradio@gmail.com, or if you want to be on the show, same email address. We only have the one. And if you have any projects that you want us to plug, or if you want us to collaborate with you at any time, just let us know. Same email address. And I think that...
What's that email address?
upsidedownsharkradio@gmail.com.
So, year 2 is just going to be more stuff, but we're going to try and hopefully streamline it so it's easier for us, have more of a consistent brand.
On brand.
That. If you look at all of our interview videos, for instance, right now, if you're anal, some of you may notice that we've used different types and different fonts and different bits and bobs in every video.
Those pesky bobs.
That's not a good on-brand thing, so we will be making it cleaner, tighter, fitter.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
We might one day get to the Year of the Cage or Everything Simpsons, but we're not gonna.
Upside Down Shark Mark or whatever it was.
Upside Down. Oh, Upside Down Mark.
The future wrestling show.
That is a good wrestling show name. You just need to find someone to talk to you about wrestling now.
And we need a gimmick because obviously there's a dime a dozen wrestling shows out there. So
Diamond Dozen.
Diamond Dallas Dozen.
Brother.
Demonetized. So that's what's coming up. You've seen what we've done before, so hopefully you've got a feel of what Upside Down Shark is all about, even if the name still doesn't make a lick of sense. So if you're still with us and you've enjoyed it, thank you very much, and we hope you stick around for the journey that will be year 2 of this show.
On the other side of the coin, though, if you like us just talking about what's happening in the news this week, we're very sorry that this episode has been anything but that.
There's 53 blooming episodes of that by this point.
You'll be back.
They always come back.
Just like we will next week.
Yeah, we'll be back like we are normally. We ain't going anywhere. So, we've basically just been waxing lyrical about how great we are for the past hour or so. But I think that's about a wrap on the anniversary episode of Upside Down Shark.
Here's to 10 more.
10? Is that the life expiration of this podcast?
How long does a shark live for?
Greenland shark, as you will have heard in our previous Left Line segment, can live for up to 300 to 500 years, apparently.
Have we set up, we should finish this with our favourite sharks? Sharks? What's our favourite sharks?
My favourite sharks is the one I took this morning after a particularly spicy curry.
My favourite shark is probably Bruce from Finding Nemo. I really like that film. It's a good film.
It is a very wholesome, good film.
Yeah. What's your favourite shark?
That is a good question. I think I'm going to have to pick a real life one, and I'm sorry that it is one that has been mentioned a lot during this episode, but it's got to be the goblin shark. It is an ugly, ugly boy, and you know what? I respect that.
You just need someone to love him. That's why he's so angry as a shark.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just bottom feed to the bottom, so, you know. Someone's got to do it, and I'm happy that the goblin shark does. It doesn't get the credibility that it deserves. So
you do you, Gobby.
Yep, you are welcome in this Shark Tank anytime.
So I think without that, or with that,
with all of that,
should we do some plugs and then go to the final trifecta?
The final trifecta. Yes, we should.
Okay.
So if you've liked this and you wanted to see more, hit us up on iTunes, Stitcher, Castbox, TuneIn Radio, wherever good podcasts are found. We are found there too. on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, give us a comment, a like, all that stuff to really, really help us out. We'd really like to get the sub count out because the views are really good. We've almost hit like 40k views, but we have like 70 subs. So
John wants that custom domain.
I really do.
He really does. It's scary.
The road to a custom domain is the real journey. And as I said before, if you ever want to be on the show, if you have anything you want to plug on the show, hit us up at upsidedownsharkradio@gmail.com.
What's the Twitter?
At UDS Radio.
What's the Facebook?
Upside Down Shark Radio.
What's the Twitch channel?
UDS Games.
Yes, he got it.
We're also on Reddit. There's like 5 subs on that Reddit
Really?
board. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So nice.
Thank you, 5 people.
Big up my Redditors.
We'll live stream on YouTube and we'll live stream games on Twitch.
Yep. Once we figure out OBS, we're going to be rolling that money to the bank.
But
watch out, Ninja.
Let's raise a toast to us. You've got nothing in your glass, but you're going to toast it anyway. Oh, wait. Let's do the ding. Ready? And let's play our intro music in full because it's a proper band with a proper song and proper lyrics and stuff.
It's a really good song.
I know the band is Mexico Falls, but I never remember the name of it.
That's because it's not very PG.
Okay.
It is The Vagtastic Voyages by Mexico Falls in its entirety for the first time on Upside Down Shark Radio. Check it out.
Demonetized.
Say what we wanna say.
This is it.
Hello. Oh, no.
My Kinder eggs!
The kids. Why are they still in the box?
Because when
What are you doing? We good? Yeah?
Yeah, just don't knock anything on the floor this time. Are we doing these first?
Gah! Woo!
Oh no!
God's sake. Right over the control unit, very good.